We are currently at All Star Music Resorts, just taking a nice stroll around. The water that you saw behind me is actually the very back of the resort. We are staying in the countryside section. They are currently remodeling. And yeah. So that's where we're at, All Star Music. The weather's really nice today. Again, we are at All Star Music, just walking around, taking a stroll, testing out my ability to live stream. Just taking a stroll around All Star Music Resorts, testing out my live stream. I did try to set it as a scheduled thing for 5 o'clock and put a notice out, but I didn't think I quite figured out how to do that. Hello. I'm testing out my live stream. Seeing how it is. I'm at the All-Star Music Resort. I was going to go to Animal Kingdom, but I went to Epcot today and it was so busy. And I thought, is that really where I want to be when I'm testing out a live stream? So I thought this would be a nice place. So I'm just kind of walking around. Thanks for joining, RV Kids. I'm practicing my walking and my talking and not tripping over things or people, and reading. Yes, I'm on my iPhone. Does the connection look good? To me, it's crystal clear, but I don't really know what it looks like on the other side. So, yeah, it was a really nice day today. I thought it would be colder than it was, so I was happy that it wasn't. I do. I have it on my Osmo, too. Hey, Bob, how are you doing? Thank you. And I haven't fallen over anything yet, so we're doing good. This is our favorite section, obviously. This is the Broadway section. We weren't able to stay there this time. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. I'm in the middle of a big fundraiser, and I'm trying to hide from emails right this second. But I will. Thank you so much. I think we were going to do the Halloween ones, so I'm not going to miss out on anything. Trust me. I do appreciate it. And again, like I said, this is the Broadway section. Well, I appreciate you guys joining. Yeah, it's always extremely, extremely quiet in this one area of the resort. But I do like the theming. They are in the middle of renovating these rooms. The room we're in is not renovated yet. So, you know, you forget about that when you get used to coming and you just bring your cord and you don't bring your little boxes that your USB needs to plug into. Yeah. So good thing I have my computer, because I'm just basically charging everything off my computer. Yeah, right? It was so... Hi, Joey's World. How are you guys doing? Thanks for coming, Lisa. I appreciate it. The Epcot was so busy today. And, you know, because of all the walls and how they have everything up, it made it seem that much more packed. So like I said, I was going to try to live stream from Animal Kingdom. And then I just thought about it again. And I said, do I really want to do that with so many people here? I'm like really quiet. Nobody's paying much attention to me. So I thought this would be a much better place. I'm going to go over to Magic Kingdom tonight. I didn't have any plans on live streaming there, but you never know. No, we just got a regular standard room. In fact, here's a bit of advice for anybody that wants to go to Disney on Valentine's weekend, which isn't why we're here. We're here because we're celebrating Lauren's 18th birthday, and this was the only week before her shows start and she goes into Tech Week that we would come. But the rooms are double what you would normally pay. So, yeah. So if you have designs on Disney and Valentine's Day, give them a card with the information that you're going to go to Disney on Valentine's Day, and then go the next couple weekends later. That's my advice. Because it is, yeah, one, it was really busy, and I just couldn't believe the prices. Even with their specials and their discounts, I think they wanted like $550 for the cabins in Fort Wilderness. Normally, you could get a standard room here at the All-Stars for, I don't know what, like $98. And I'm paying $200 for one night stay. So, yeah. That was the lesson I learned about Valentine's Day in Disney. I had no idea it was such a big day. Oh, see, we don't have Monday off. The kids go to school. We have the 28th off, but we don't have Monday off. Yeah, if we had Monday off, I would have come up tomorrow or tonight and tomorrow. I don't know, something like that. But we had to deal with school and rehearsals and all that fun stuff. I got my first 2 nights of freedom. Lauren drove herself to her rehearsals, so that was fun. It is. It's really nice, Hidden Harvest. It's very pleasant out. I don't have any. Let's see. How can I turn this around? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hi, everybody. See, I got my short sleeve shirt on. Oh, how do you go? There we go. So, Ricky's at home. Like I said, this was just a one-night trip for Lauren, and I got a text at about 2:30 from the hubby saying that it was the most peaceful, relaxing day they had ever had. They all just lounged around. It was bad weather, I guess. So, yeah. So they enjoyed their peace and quiet. Turn this back around here. You guys don't need to see me. There we go. I was trying to pick a time that I wouldn't interfere with anybody else's streams. So I thought this was a good one. Hey, Downsizing. Alice, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I did try to schedule one earlier, but I don't think it showed up. And I couldn't figure out how to put the time in it. And yeah, it's nice. Definitely nice. It'll probably get a little cooler tonight, so I'll have a little jacket. I don't know. It's too cold for the pool for me, though. I don't know how they do it. How they do it. Of course, my pool, I think, is at like 90 degrees. It's probably at 92, but I don't want to sound, you know. But I have to tell you, we have one of those solar covers, and we leave the solar color on like almost all the time, except when we're actually in the pool, and our heater hardly ever even has to come on to keep it up at that degree. So there you go. And I wish I could figure out how to pull the comments back up. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. See, now I can read everyone. I was missing it. They go so fast, and I didn't see them. Yeah, I'm not a big cold person either. I used to like it when it was cold only because I could wear a jacket, and then I could put everything I wanted in my jacket and I wouldn't have to go through security. But now that I'm like always have cameras on me and gimbals and all this other crap, I always have a backpack, so it doesn't really matter. Here's a look at the pool. This is the littler pool. This is the pool that's shaped like a piano. It's not their main pool. Oh. Walking through a dead end. See, I'm not paying attention where I'm going. I'm failing my walking and talking. I came that way. We'll go this way. I tell you what I do like about the All-Star Resorts is they have the best bus service, hands down. I think All-Star Sports is absolutely the best place to stay for buses. You can come out of Magic Kingdom when it's so packed that you can't even move through the people, and there can be looks like hundreds of people standing in line for the All-Stars, and you'll still get back within 20 minutes. Their buses run like nonstop late at night, and sometimes they have those big double buses, so they just pack everybody on. I have to say that's the biggest advantage of staying at the All-Stars is they have a good bus system. So, which is good for the management, because I did learn that each resort is responsible for their own buses. So if you go to a resort and you feel like the buses aren't running right, it's probably because how they've ordered them. It's like if a resort orders like 4 buses, then the busing company always gives them 5, just in case one like breaks down or whatever. Yeah, most of the time at a lower cost. I don't know if you heard what I said I'm paying for tonight's room, which is just a basic standard, non-renovated, outlets barely work, shower drips, construction next door. I'll let these people go by me. Fountains. I love fountains. I keep meaning to do a video on just like all the fountains of Disney. I just did the Animal Kingdom one. That was a good start. But, yep. All right, well, just gonna keep going. Oh, well, that's interesting. I think I'm going to go to Magic Kingdom tonight for the fireworks. I thought I had a fast pass. I made a fast pass for Aladdin so I could be up on Aladdin when the fireworks were going off. But I made the fast pass for 9, 10, and I somehow have a feeling that the fireworks are going off at 8 o'clock something. I have to check that out. But yeah, so I don't know that I'm going to get that shot that I was looking for. I have a feeling it's going to be so busy that there's going to be such a line for People Mover. That, besides, I just went on People Mover. Every time I go on People Mover, Space Mountain lights are on. Isn't always like the ways, like rules always change depending on who you're talking to. Who's on duty that night depends on what happens and what doesn't. So this is the main pool. This is the Calypso building. This is the building you were just talking about. We like this pool. It's got the 3 Caballeros on it. So I think that I think they just renovated this pool. I don't remember right. I know they renovated the Hippy Dippy pool over, that would be at Pop Century, I guess, right? Yeah. So still haven't stayed at Art of Animation. That's the next one that we need to stay at. Ah, yeah, I want to check those out. I did, however, I didn't know this, that you can get a rollaway bed and they're free. They just bring a little bed in. It's kind of comfy. And so that was nice. No cost. Oh, I think all of Pop Century is renovated now, if I remember right. Two. I always love those pool songs. They're always so much fun. It's a pretty, pretty day. So, shall we walk in through the front? And we'll circle around through the back. This is the shortcut to the buses. You have to come to the front to go to the buses. You can just walk around the side of the building. You don't have to walk all the way through. They're right on the other side. I have my reading glasses on, so everything around me is really blurry and really fuzzy, except for the screen. So I'm in a tunnel world. So they're doing some construction in here. I hope I'm doing okay keeping up a one-sided conversation and I'm not just rambling too much. I gotta hand it to the live streamers that do this. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to become one of those people, trust me. I just want to be able to have the ability to go live for something cool if I want to. The last time I got to go live was before they changed the 1K rules. And I happened to be passing, we came up for the opening of Toy Story Land, and I happened to be passing in front of the gate when they did a soft opening. And so that was really neat because I was like right there and I like recorded the whole thing, and then as soon as I got off Slinky Dog, I live streamed. But then they took it all away, and I had to wait over 60 days after getting my 1,000 subs for the live stream to kick into effect. So, hey Dawn, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm practicing walking and talking and not tripping over things. I was just saying I give you guys a lot of credit for doing this. It's very hard. I have my reading glasses on with my sunglass reading glasses. So it makes everything else blurry around me. So they've got all the essentials. Okay, I went to just straighten out my arm and it really hurt. You need to be in good physical shape for this too. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, you can do that. However, I will say this. When I was checking in today, somebody came up and said, oh, I'm supposed to have a package for me at the front desk. And the guy said, well, we don't do that. Everything's delivered to the distribution center. So I don't know if you're staying here and you want to have something delivered to the hotel that isn't like a Disney package. If you can even do that or not. I walked away before I heard what the resolution was, so I don't know if she got her package or not. That's cute. I'm not being very selective. I'm just sort of walking around. I like the new 2020 logo. It's very, very bold. I like it. Thanks, Joey's World. I appreciate you coming by, Lisa. I'll probably go ahead and walk back towards the room and then we'll call that a day. I don't know if I want to walk into the arcade. Do I want to walk into the arcade? I feel weird walking into the arcade, recording. Here's the food. And they only have one. Well, now here it looks like they have something else. Oh, because at 5:30 they open up. When I was in here earlier, the only thing you could get was pizza or hamburgers. So now they're getting ready to open up for dinner service. that it's 5:30, and I think they serve until 11 or even midnight. And then you can always come in and use the microwave. It's like 3 in the morning, so that's always an alternative. They're building a huge McDonald's right like on the corner of all the all-star resorts, and I can see why. My piece of pizza was $10. They hit you for the food, so you got to bring your own snacks. Okay, I'm gonna walk fast past all these people. I do appreciate everybody stopping in. I think I can get out this way, yeah. Yeah, it does look empty in here, doesn't it? Ah. No, I think that's probably, this was something that she had delivered, and he was like, is it Amazon Prime? And she's like, no, it was something else. So I think they were talking more about, you know, things that are, that you might have delivered. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Here, let's be nice and open the door for you. Nice worker. Okay. I did my good deed for the day. I'm helping everybody out. Okay, thank you so much for coming, downsizing. I appreciate it. Which way do we want to go? Here, we'll walk this way. I don't think we walked this way yet. It's quieter. Oh, see, and this is how close you are that you can just hop over. So if you like the pools over at All Star Sports, or you like their food better, or whatever. So I just walked out the front, and I can come right here, and there's All Star Sports. Right there. See? Where'd they go? We'll wait a little bit longer, and then I think all the rooms will be, I'm going to walk back this way. All the rooms will be renovated. Probably all the preferred rooms are renovated, and just not the back ones. But All Star Sports does its job. When you're looking for just to come up and for a nice value, and yeah, you get all of the amenities, and their bus service is awesome. I did enjoy the cheap room rates at Caribbean and Coronado when all of the construction was going on. I haven't been back since then because, yeah, they're not as good a deal anymore. But I'm sure they look gorgeous, so we'll work our way to that again. I always love how the place is so quiet, and then you get like right by the pool, and then there's like all that music, and you're like, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Anyway, it was just a test. Just a test. See how things go. So I thank everybody for joining me. Okay, so I'm just going to say this. There's always crying and screaming kids, right, at Disney. But I was walking today in Epcot, and I was trying to do some filming, and I could not get any shots where there wasn't just like a kid screaming its head off and the parent like screaming back. I'm like, for the weekend of love, everybody's really grumpy around here. It was just, I mean, I couldn't, every single time I picked up the camera and I started recording, like somebody would start cussing in the background. I'm like, you know, we are in Disney, people. We are in Disney. So. I still haven't stayed at Pop Century. I don't know if I said that. No, not Pop Century. I haven't stayed at the Art of Animation. I have stayed at Pop Century. That's a nice resort, too. Ooh, squirrels. Oh, squirrels everywhere. Everywhere there's squirrels. Where'd he go? Disappeared. Yeah, it's rather pricey. 'Cause I feel like the rooms, I mean, I guess they're a little bit, they're, you know, themed more than these rooms. So you're paying for the theming in the room. And then they have, you know, the suites are really nice. The suites are really nice. When you look at the suites compared to the cabin, I'd rather have the suite. But we stay at the cabins because we want to be at Fort Wilderness. So it's a trade-off. We've never taken Ricky into any of the hotels. When he was younger or little, he had a thing about if we went into a hotel that he had to know what was behind every door. And that's a hard thing to handle when you're in a hotel and it's nothing but hallways. And so he'd try to open all the doors and rattle, and then he'd have a fit, and you know, so we just gave up long ago on this. You know, now that he's 16, he's not, you know, as obnoxious that way when it comes to that. But, yeah, so I hope that, so one day I want to get him over to Art Animation because I think he'd really love it. I think he'd really enjoy it. Get one of those family suites for a weekend and try it. We'll do it on a weekend, and we'll bring the camper up too. That way, if he has any problems, we can just head over to the fort. Sounds like a plan. All right, back to the Broadway area. And the country area is right next to it. Thank you, Lucky Dog. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'm really happy with the clarity. On this end, it looks really nice. So it sounds like it looks that good over there, too. I don't know if going into the park, see, there's certain spots in the park that are good spots and certain spots that are bad spots. So it's one of the reasons why I didn't also want to make that one of my first streams. So I figured if I did it here, then I would have a good solid stream the whole way. And it seems like I have. And I've been on for what now, 36 minutes. My gimbal's down to 2, so that lets me know how long that would last. Good enough for an hour stream if I wanted to go. I am back to where I started. So don't know that I have much more to ramble on about. But again, I do appreciate you guys stopping in. Yeah, we'll go find a little spot over here. Oh, this is where I started. I was going to do it in this little... I was like, oh, look at this cute little park. And it's got one entrance into the little seating area, and it's got all the little benches. And I thought, oh, that's so cute. I'll set up right there, and I can talk. I won't have to walk. And... or at least start off over there. And then I quickly realized that it was the smoking section. And the only place that has an ashtray in there is the bench that's right next to the in or out. So you had to walk through it to get in or out. And then the squirrels were attacking me. Yeah, it's a good resort. It's a good resort. Especially if you can get one of the renovated rooms. It's pretty nice. We're still in one of the older rooms. But yeah, this was the little park. And we are staying right behind the big violin over there. Right up there on that second floor. About as far away from the parking lot as you can get. So, I'll turn around here. Oh, my arm. Gotta stretch my arm. All right. Yeah. So I appreciate everybody stopping by. It was, I think it was a good test. Like I said, I'm not going to be one of those probably live streamers now, but just every once in a while it'll be nice that I can pop on and say hi or share what something interesting is going on. Yeah, so I'm going to call it a day on the live stream anyway. I am heading to Magic Kingdom tonight. Thank you, Dawn. We'll be, I think I might try to hit Hollywood Studios in the morning before we go home. I'll probably leave about 2. I like to get back before it gets too dark. So I don't know. I have no idea what the boarding pass situation is like. Do you have to like wait all day to get a boarding pass, or can I, do you think I can get one if I get there in the morning? Will I be able to go on it in a couple hours? I don't know. I know a whole bunch of more stuff's closing at Epcot tomorrow. I think the Electric Umbrella closes. The Phineas and Ferb thing's going to close. I didn't get a chance to go on any of the new stuff. It was just so busy. It was all I could do just to basically walk a loop and get out of there. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Bye.